Make sure I can see you. You see both of us, D?
Yeah, I can see both of y'all. Mhm.
All right, D. You ready?
Yes, sir.
No, Derek.
I stay ready. Mhm.
Oh, you over there? Oh, we in already. Come on, bro, we in already. And bam, how's it going, family? How's it going? Well, once again, this is Xerox Twins going live for the bereaved, sick, and shut. Bruh, we always got something going on. What do we have going on today? Man, of course, we're doing a Xerox Twins bulletin today. Man, we got some information. I got a phone call, a disturbing phone call. And again, man, some of the things that we got to address and we got to get exposed. The awareness is the first thing in order to find solutions to problems. And so we're here bringing awareness, you know what I'm saying? Again, family, we're here doing what we do best, man, a bulletin from the Xerox Twins. We want to be on point, direct in our delivery and our intentions on trying to change the world. And the way we have to do that is change the mind of those around us. Again, we're here, and we got a special guest as well.
Right, I want to say about something about you use the word awareness.
Right.
You know, a lot of us we move into a mind of awake, and a lot of us are awake because we're in our waking state. But I believe the terminology of the actual awakening is when you are aware of what's going on with you in your awakening state.
So
When you are aware of the ills that has been, or the atrocities that has been put in front of us to keep us ill. When you are aware of those things, then that's my definition of awake. Because those that think that they are awake, they are soon rocked back to sleep from time to time.
Okay.
So the awareness is when you are aware and it don't wear out. It's aware that don't wear out. So I want to just leave that, put that plug in.
All right. Again, we have a special guest, and again, hey man, we don't introduce why, bruh.
We'll allow them to introduce themselves because they know themselves better than we know them.
Well, but we're gonna get to know this guy and the accolades that this guy have is immaculate. And the fire, I remember my first time being in his presence. This guy came to me. He said, "Brother, I want to get an interview with you." I said, "An interview about what?" He said, "It don't matter, man. You look like you somebody."
I do remember that.
Yeah.
This guy was doing and doing when doing wasn't getting done.
Exactly.
And that's why it's just one of those things. We got to think about it. We have to say when that interview happened, there was so many, so many years ago. Reason why I say that is because that was before social media.
Exactly.
He was already socializing before social media came into play.
Yes.
And that's why I say so many years ago.
Exactly. Hey, but again, we're not going to introduce. We're going to allow him to introduce himself. Brother, tell us who you are and why you're here.
Why you here?
All right, man. Thank you so much. That was a pretty cool introduction, man. I kind of like that. Well, a little bit about me. I am the founder of United My Justice, one of the biggest organizations in Fort Worth, Tarrant County. I've been doing this for a very long time. I started being a civil rights activist at the age of 16 years old. I just turned 55. I'm telling my real age now. When you said that, I'm telling my real age now. I just turned 55 on Mother's Day. So
Wow.
a lot of people a lot of people think that we just do that. I just do TV, radio, and all of that. But before I became on TV, I was a civil rights activist at the age of 16. So I was already out there fighting for justice to make sure that our community get the justice that they deserve. And that's why I'm on your show tonight to talk about justice and talk about these inmates that continue to die in the Tarrant County Jail. We're looking at 73 deaths since 2017 here in Tarrant County. That's how many people have. Yes, that's how many people have died in Tarrant County Jail. We're looking at 73 deaths, and then we just had recently 2 deaths, and they haven't even counted the case that we're taking over. They haven't even counted that one just yet. That one they haven't even made the news. You guys actually are the first to get this information before it even go public. When it go public between this week and next week, you guys already, it'll be old news with you guys.
Wow, ain't that something? Yeah, again, you gave me that phone call, and it's very disturbing, man. We have 2 good friends of ours that we even grew up with and been knowing, since single digits, to lose their children, their daughters and their sons, Sandy, man, which we've been knowing her, like I say, single digits.
Yeah.
And Monica, which is a real good friend of ours as well. And we was just downtown talking about this not too long ago, protesting and standing up, more or less bring the awareness of what's going on.
Right.
And it continues. Daddy B, my thing is, again, it takes us to bring the awareness and so that people can know what's going on. And but we have to get to that next level, man. What are some of the things that you believe needs to be done in order to stop the loss of lives in our jails?
Before you answer that, let me give an account. Yeah. Before you answer that, let me give an account.
Okay.
Whenever anybody is detained, arrested, and taken into custody, the whole while those 3 things are happening, you become the property of that county.
Yes, you do.
And the county is supposed to protect its property.
Yes, they do. You're
because you become submitted under the tutelage or under the ruling of said official or officer.
You're right. I agree.
And this is why it's imperative for us to have this conversation, because any and everything that happens to you while you're in that position, they are reliable for every hair on your head.
On your body. Yep, you're right. I agree. You're 100% right about that.
Okay,
and to answer your question about this, in order for us to get real changes in Tarrant County, we're gonna have to remove the leaders that we have. I'm talking about the head man of the sheriff department needs to be removed, and we also need to move the county judge. And the district attorney. I'm just gonna be real with you. Until we move all 3 of them, we're gonna continue to have the same old. Until we remove them, we're gonna continue to have the same old. We're gonna continue to have these deaths. Deaths gonna continue to go up every year. So in order to do that, we have to get Commissioner Simmons in to be the county judge. remove the judge that we got now because evidently you can tell he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Matter of fact, I want to say maybe about 2-3 years ago, he gave the head man Wilbon a raise after people had already died in the Tarrant County Jail. Now, who does that? He gave this man a raise, and you know what the man did? The man was looking at the head man of the sheriff department, Wilbon, was looking at the man like he was shocked, like, whoa, what did I do to deserve a raise? So it was like, oh my gosh, you giving me a raise, and I'm doing it, and he knows he's doing a terrible job. Of course, in his mind, he thinks he's doing a good job, but he knows he's doing it. He knows that everything is happening. It's not right. Now, we can't say this about everybody, because you do have certain people that die that's real ill and sick. But here's my thing: if you know they sick, if you know they got that they have a major problem, don't send them to the Tarrant County Jail. If you know that they got some mental issues and you can't handle the mental issues, do not send them to Tarrant County Jail. You send them to another location if you know you can't handle it. If a person got mental problems, you don't send them to no Tarrant County Jail. You send them to a place where they can get some help. This is the thing that we have to start putting out in our community, is until you start putting people in the right places and get them completely away from the Tarrant County Jail, because we already know that when you go to Tarrant County Jail, you're taking a chance that you may die in the Tarrant County Jail. You may die in custody. Even if you're at JPS, you still in custody in the Tarrant County Jail. You still part of, like you say, part of their property. So what you're gonna have to do is,
can you give us some of the reasons for deaths? You know, what is happening there, and how can we blame the jail for what's happening? What is
you blame the jail? Just like you say, you're the property at that moment, while they in jail or whether they in JPS connection or not. You part of their property. So anything that happened in their jail, like you say, they are responsible. So by them being responsible, it don't matter what happened, you still responsible because they are in your custody. Now, if they wasn't in your custody, it's just like me with my son. My son 19 now, but when he was growing up, anything happened with him and he's in my custody, who's gonna be responsible? I, as a parent, will be responsible because he's my child and he's living in my household. That makes me responsible adult with my child. Okay, same thing with the school. If you got a problem with the school, then guess what? You are responsible for that child during that time when that child is at that school for 8 hours. You're responsible. Same way with Tarrant County Jail. You're responsible. So what you got to do is you got to start. If they can't do what they need to do, then we need to change policy. Well, I ain't gonna say policy. We need to change how we do things. Okay, that means that maybe Tarrant County Jail need to be closed down. Okay, maybe they need to transfer the inmates like they did last time to another facility, because it seems like every time they get into Tarrant County Jail, they die. Okay, so and to be honest with you, we should not have that to happen. That I don't care what type of trouble they get into. I don't care if they rob the bank. I don't care what they do. When you are in Tarrant County Jail, that should not be a death sentence when you go to Tarrant County Jail.
Right.
Am I making sense? It should not be a death sentence.
But again, I think what I'm asking you, so what are some relating deaths? And so that we can kind of conceptualize what we can do to prevent certain things. What are some of the deaths? You know, like the death certificate. What has been written on some of these 73 and some deaths?
That's a good question, because to me, what I'm seeing happen, they lie on they're lying. We have worked with so many families. We work with so many families that lost a loved one in Tarrant County Jail. And they are quick to lie. And the lies that they tell is that they wouldn't, some of them say they weren't responsible for it. He didn't die in my custody, which we know they died in the custody. The family that we working with right now, they just took him off the handcuffs maybe about 3 hours ago today. 3 hours ago, just now taking him off the custody, and told the family that there was nothing else that they can do, and they was told by the judge to take him out. So again, this is what we deal with, and the families are, these families are not getting the answers that they need to get. This is one of the biggest problems. This family today has been calling Tarrant County today, trying to get answers. We've been calling, trying to get answers. We're not getting nowhere. Nikki, our president of United My Justice, has been making phone calls today. We've been on top of this all day today, and Tarrant County will not give us any answer of what happened to this young man. Only thing we know this morning, around 3:38 this morning, that they actually pronounced him dead by three something. We believe that he was beaten, and right now we don't have all the full details, but we believe that he was beaten. And if you see the pictures, he's got bumps and all kinds of stuff on his forehead. And a lot of people said, well, was he with, the number one question I'm getting from people today is, well, was he with other inmates? Could have been other inmates? No, he was by himself in a tank by himself. And let me tell you, the mother is very destroyed. The mother is very destroyed. The father is very destroyed. We've been with them all day today. We've been on this case all day today. This is a fresh case. And we haven't even put it out in the media just yet. We probably won't put it out in the media right now.
Yeah.
So
but about what age is this guy?
He's 46 years old.
Oh, wow.
When he came in there, he came in there healthy, according to his mom and dad. He came in there healthy, so with no excuse for him to be in the position that he's in now. He's been in Tarrant County jail for 3 weeks.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
And you know, we spoke to some of the parents or the mothers of these deaths and what have you, and they always say that they were healthy. So are we speaking that some of the things is like probably not giving an asthma pump and they what have you? I don't know. What are some of the deaths?
But they, according to them, they got the best hospital. I ain't gonna lie. When I went to jail, they made. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I went to jail, this was before Wilbon took over. They made sure that they took good care of me. They knew that I was a diabetic. They knew that I needed to take my shots. So they let me go home early. They said, Mr. Valley, you better go take your shot. But then they also knew that I was a civil rights activist, so they didn't want no. I'm gonna be honest, they didn't want no trouble with me. So they wanted to make sure that they took good care of me. They did. They took good care of me. I didn't have no problem. They let me go home. So it all depends on who you are and what you do. It's because I was a civil rights activist. And they knew me for fighting for justice. They was gonna make sure that nothing had happened to me. And I remember some black girl in there that was working for the sheriff department. She was busted at me and everything. She said, "You better go take care of yourself." And they let me go home. And I was able to get home enough time before 5 o'clock to take my insulin. So it all depends. It all depends on that. But everybody don't have that chance. Everybody don't have that opportunity. Okay, a lot of people don't have that opportunity. So here's what we got to look at.
Hold up, let me guess what you went to jail for. Since you are such the activist,
justice,
you would have to go to jail for jaywalking.
No, I went to jail for protesting because I was protesting.
I'm just playing with you. Yeah. So again,
I got a jaywalk ticket before. I haven't got that.
My daughter said something about jaywalking. I was so surprised that she said, well, Dad, I've been hearing that for, you know what I'm saying, ever since I was young. But anyways, you're right. Again, we're dealing with.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about this. You asked a really good question. Okay, here's the deal. If you know that person is a diabetic, got all kinds of heart problems, you may not want to send that person to Tarrant County Jail. And that's been real. Until we get real change. If that person got any kind of heart problem, congestive heart problem, any diabetes, mental issues, that's not the place to send anybody. Anybody, nobody should. If you know you got these different types of illness, Tarrant County Jail is not the place. We already see what happened when you bring a lot of people that's sickness to the Tarrant County Jail. They don't
Okay, now, Donnie B,
think about it.
Donnie B, okay, now see, I ran for city council, right?
Okay.
So I know and understand. In order for you to tell me what we shouldn't do and what we shouldn't go and what have you, you have to come up with a solution about what we can do. Because
what we can do is if we know that they got mental issues, you don't send them to Tarrant County Jail. You send them to a place where they can get some mental help. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you know that these people are sick, and we know that right now people that are sick, they're not doing a good job. Well, you send them to places where they can get the help. Maybe the regular JPS. We know not the jailer JPS, but the regular JPS. Send them to get some help if you know that they are real sick. But the solution, I'm gonna tell you what the solution is. We got to get rid of our leaders that are leading. People like the commissioner judge. We got to get rid of Wilbon. Until we get rid of these leaders that are in positions, we will continue to have the same thing. So to your answers, we got to get rid of these leaders and get some real leaders in that cares about the inmates and care about the community. Because again, one thing I told you, it don't matter what type of trouble they in, they should all still get the same care that everybody else get. And if you're not giving them the care because they don't rob somebody, they don't did something to somebody, then that's the wrong thing to do. That's the wrong thinking. You should not be thinking like that. You ought to treat every inmate the same, no matter what type of trouble they get into. Treat them the same. That's how I feel.
I got a question, and just playing the devil's advocate.
Yes, sir.
Because of the HIPAA law, those that are receiving the people inside of the jail and taking the information and things like that, they have to just honor what the inmate says that they have, any kind of illnesses or anything like that. Because of the HIPAA law, they can't go and find it and make sure that that's what it is. Do you think?
And you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Do you think that may be a problem within the system because of the HIPAA law? They can't go and find that information to make sure that is what somebody said. Because I know if somebody don't want to do no hard labor or whatever, they're going to say, well, I got melanoma. You follow me? Or melanesia. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes,
because
sir.
they don't want to go out in the sun and work because of the HIPAA law. The let's just say the police, what you call them? The guards, the sheriffs, can't validate what's being said. By them not being able to validate what's being said, they more than likely not going to believe it until they see it, and that be a seizure or something that has to occur, something physical. As far as the mental aspect, everybody wants to be the same, but sometimes we just view those that may have mental aspects as just being different. You follow me? Not saying they actually have a mental aspect, they just feel different about certain things. Right. I know when I went to jail, I was cold as hell. I was cold. I couldn't.
But that's what happened, and you know what? That's what, and I definitely get that part. That's what happened with the inmate this morning at three something this morning. He was asking for a blanket, and that's all he was asking for. He was, according to the family, he was asking for a blanket, and they wouldn't give him no blanket. They still would not give him no blanket, and I still don't know what happened during that time.
So Donnie B, we're looking at jail, prison. They don't want you to be comfortable in there, because if you be comfortable, it'll be easy for you to come back. Not only that, if we give the best of care, it's one of those things where I speak about the homeless. How we really can't fix the problem, because if we fix the problem, it becomes more of a problem, because we will have homeless from all other cities trying to come and get the same treatment, the good treatment that we're giving our homeless. So, like I say,
I disagree with that, because
Okay.
if a person need care, they need care. So it shouldn't matter if they homeless, if they rich, if they got money. It shouldn't matter about that. If you in the Tarrant County Jail and they supposed to take care of you like they take care of everybody else, then you as an inmate, you should have every right to get the same type of care no matter who you are. Again, I tell people this all the time. Death sentence should not be the last place you be at in jail. You know, because again, you should be able to go to court and find out what's going on in court. And a lot of these inmates are not making it to court. They're not making it to court. This inmate's been in jail 3 weeks, and the stuff that's going on. So again, you guys a lot of people going to see what comes out with this, and we're standing by the family.
I think so. So what we trying to think generally,
Right.
We're trying to get to a real solution. So we got to think abstract. We got to think about what city is about. City is about making money. It's a city. City is about governing, right? Because it's city, and it's not about emotions. It's about governing.
It's not about emotions.
Period. And so again, if you make it where it's too good, then you have people going to jail so they can get good hospital treatment or medical treatment. We don't know. We don't know the effects of trying to make it better, but we know that there's a medium somewhere, or could be some type of medium, in order for us to save lives and continue to what we call punish those individuals. But again, in county jail, I'm thinking that you're not being punished because you hadn't been sentenced yet. And so
you
again,
haven't finished yet.
Right. And so
But
again,
also take a look at this. We need to look at other jail cells. Not a jail cell, but other jails, other county jails. Now you go to Dallas, you don't hear a lot about inmates' death. Every now and then you do, and that's normal. But you don't hear about it all the time. Not like in Tarrant County. So that's what we have to look at too. And so here's my thing. Let's find out what's going on in other county jails. That's what they need to be looking at. What are they doing right that we doing wrong?
Right.
We have to so your solution is just like what we did back last year. I think it was either last year or the year before last. They started taking everybody out to county jail and they started putting them in different other jail cells. I think y'all remember that. Well, guess what? They never had not one person die when they took them to either Denton County. They didn't have not one person to die. So what's the difference when you take them to other jail versus taking them to Tarrant County? Why so many people are dying in Tarrant County jail? And remind you, since 2017, since Wilborn has been the head man over the sheriff department, we have seen more deaths in his term than we have in other terms. And that's what we have to look at. So that let me know right there that what we need to do is we need to get this man out of office as the sheriff and get somebody else in. It's time for you to leave. It's time for your ass to leave and get somebody else that's going to care about the inmates. Because that's what we looking at now. We got a head man over the sheriff that don't really care about the inmates. As long as he don't care about the inmates and then keep on making excuses, well, they are being treated really good. No, they're not. Because if they was being treated good, we wouldn't have what we had this morning. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, we have to visit when they start shipping them to other jail cells. The reason for the, at least amount of casualties is because of overstaffed, understaffed and underpaid, right?
That too, yeah. That can make a
yeah.
difference. You're right.
That has come to directly to me and Twin, you know, from one of the guys that's doing the hiring at the
Right.
County.
But
Yes.
but even if and that may be part of the problem too. But even if that is the case, you still should not have that many deaths. Again, we're looking at 73 deaths since 2017. 73
Right.
deaths. How many
Yeah.
more deaths it has to take? Everybody,
So
every
what,
person, every person that has died in Tarrant County jail is somebody. Whether we realize it or not, they somebody.
So Donnie B, we have to look at conditions of the jail. Can be a part of the problem. Service.
But let him, but
Service
look,
of the
let
jail.
Wilborn tell it. This is what Wilborn said about that. Now, I tell you, I watch a lot of news and stuff. I keep up with everything that go on in Tarrant County Jail. Now, according to him, they got the best cleaning conditions in the United States. Let him tell it. That's coming from him. Now, according to other people that I know that used to work in Tarrant County Jail, said that's not true. They said it's filthy, it's nasty. I know that in the tank that I was in, I didn't really go into jail. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
They had me in the holding tank. So
right.
what I didn't even put on no jumpsuit. That's just how crazy it was. So all them people that's in the, I can't tell you about the inside because they are, every time I did go to jail for that or for something else, it was always in the holding tank. So I never had a jumpsuit on going in there. So that's something I can say. But that's here there. Again, I think what we're gonna have to do though, man, is we're gonna have to remove the head man from the sheriff department, and elect somebody that care. And that's why it's so important for us to get together and vote and get certain people out of the position. Let's get Commissioner Simmons elected as the county judge so we can make some real change in our county.
Even with that, Donnie, if we was to vote, if there was somebody that was voted back in, do you have any suggestions that you can give to those that been voted in that may, you know, capitalize on these situations? Is there any suggestions? You know, like I'm gonna give an example from my experience. You said you was in the holding tank the whole time.
Yeah.
Right?
I was in there maybe about 5 hours and that was it for me.
Right.
And they let me go home.
So what I did 3 days, right?
Okay.
My 3 days
you had to put on the jumpsuit. You had to put on the jumpsuit, did you?
I had to put on the jumpsuit. My 3 days that I was going through, it was the process to process me in. I can only say that nowadays the system is set up to put you in every arena that's in the world. In other words, if you have your passport, they type that in where the people that gave you your passport. You follow me? If you have your CDL, they type that in. If you work for the school, they type that in. This is what the process takes longer because they putting you on a World Wide Web, so to speak.
Oh wow! I didn't even know that. I learned something new.
Yeah, they just not processing you in for the county. Hey, you know, he was just drunk in public intoxication. We're gonna let him lay it out. You follow me?
Yeah.
They don't do that. Let you lay it out. Now,
I've been there and done that too, Twins.
now, I suspect, my theory is they putting you in the computer system, whereas every entity, even your Facebook, because your mugshot is on there. You follow me?
Yeah, that's true.
Every entity that is possible for you to be on, they are putting you in that data bank so that you can be discovered by any aspect that you want to do. Let's say if you own your car note, you understand the car lot knows that you're in jail.
Wait a minute.
thought that
Are you
was
serious
funny.
about that?
Huh?
Are you serious? They gonna put that on there? That's
Man,
now
I'm just saying,
that's
I'm
not
just
public
having
information.
fun. Yeah, I'm just having fun, but I'm just saying
Okay.
the
I was
process
gonna say that
now.
that's too much now.
In other words, what he's
Different.
more or less speaking about is that
Right.
while they have
I
you,
get you though.
they're
I get you.
linking you up to all the systems
Every system is possible.
that you are dealing with or that could deal with you.
Yes, they putting a new thumbprint on you. In other words, anybody in the world will be able to gauge where you were at that time. You follow me?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm following you,
So
brother.
again, Donnie B, you called me
Yes,
about
sir.
this, and I know it's still immature with the news and what have you. And again, family, we're here doing a bulletin. Make sure that
I
you
want
like,
to say
follow.
real quick, man. I want to say a big shout out to Pastor White, Pastor Dorn White, who called me this morning and put me in connected with the family. I definitely want to thank the family for trusting us, United My Justice, to help lead this investigation and also lead this. And so I'm gonna say a big shout out to them. Like I told the mom and father, they already knew who I was, but to let them know that we're gonna do everything we can to make sure that your family get the justice that they need.
Right. Yeah. And again, I was speaking about more or less the incident, man. It's hardening to have to talk to these families about something so excruciating and so so painful.
It's even harder, but you know what, man? Not only is harder for that, but it's even harder when you have to sit down and look at the photos. When me and Nikki, when I shared the photos with Nikki and she saw the photos with her being president of United My Justice, she was almost in tears. And also shout out to Valerie. When Valerie is part with Commissioner Simmons. When she saw the photo, she just went almost crazy. She said, "Oh my gosh," she said, "I can't believe it." So this is the worst I have seen. Even though we have seen other people get beat, but this is the worst we have seen. When this do come out in public, it's not going to look good for Tarrant County Jail. This right here could do a nationwide investigation.
Wow. And so we're speaking allegedly that the inmate was beat to death, and it wasn't with another inmate.
No, it wasn't. He was by himself the whole entire time. They got proof of that. They got proof of that. So he was by himself. So we can say that this was no inmate that did this to him. This was them that did it, allegedly. Until we get to
And you know, Donnie B, I was one of the ones who went down and fought for the Sandra Bland Act down in Austin and what have you. And of course, the Sandra Bland Act is a family. Y'all make sure that y'all tap into it and find out what it's about. It's about protecting incarceratees and what have you, prisoners or whatever you may call them or consider them. And so the Sandra Bland Act is set up and is in law to protect those inmates or inmates as well. And so again, if, like you say, Donnie B, if the facility can't protect, then first of all, they're breaking the law.
Yes,
right?
They are.
And second of all, so that, and if you can't do that, you're responsible for not only just breaking the law or the liability of those lives being lost.
Right.
And
I will tell you this, and I want to make sure that the community know that United My Justice will continue to fight not only for this family, but for every family. But I will say this. This is what the family asking for, and this is what we go. This is because a lot of people have been asking, well, what is the demand? Well, the demand is that we want this person that did this to this young man, this 46-year-old young man. The family want justice. The mom told me this morning that she want this man, whoever did this to her son, to be prosecuted, arrested, and go to and go to jail. And right now they are looking for attorney. If there are any civil rights attorney out there, please get in contact with us, because we need to make sure that this family get the justice that they need to get. But again, this is a really sad situation that's going on with this family. And like other many families that went through the same thing. I had a friend named Robert, who I was real close. His father used to be my next door neighbor in the projects downtown. And I remember back about 25 years ago, he was my neighbor. And if I tell you that he was very angry and upset with what happened with his son. And I had just talked to Robert maybe about a week, or less than a week, because he wanted me to help him with his music. And all of a sudden he goes to jail, and he gets beat up real bad too, where he ended up it was pretty, I'm gonna say it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad for Robert. And it was very frustrating. And his wife, I talk to his wife all the time. She still haven't got justice for her ex. She still haven't got justice. So we continue to see this, man. But this craziness that's happening in Cherry County Jail has to stop. They have to stop beating these inmates, almost to death. We have to stop this. All of this has to stop.
Yeah, you know,
it don't make any sense.
Donnie, I was just thinking while you were speaking, by you being a civil rights activist, I would just suggest that you connect with a civil rights lawyer so that you would know.
We have been doing that.
Yeah, so that you would know definite if these cases that people call you are violations of civil rights, instead of you wasting your time on certain cases where you should be putting time into other cases. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, with this case, I was told today by somebody, I can't say this person's name, but I was told today by this person, don't even look for a civil rights lawyer right now. Just look for an attorney. So that's where we stand. And then the attorney will determine if we need a civil rights attorney. Right.
But I'm just saying, in your line of work, I was just employing.
I do it all, man.
And yeah,
from being a journalist, I just graduated from college back in November, New York University. Shout out to New York University as a news journalist, man. So I'm trying to do something.
Yeah, Donnie B.
I'm trying to go get my doctorate next, man.
Yeah,
I'm doing all this at 50.
Man, congratulations to you as well.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Donnie B, you know, we're speaking of being in the hands of authority and losing lives. Not only that, being hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so we know that it be from probably 1,300 deaths with police. Deaths in the hands of police per year. Right? We are over probably 600 already, and it ain't even half the year yet, or just half the year now.
Now we are talking about nationwide, right?
Right.
Because we can't be talking about just Fort Worth. We
right now nationwide.
And I haven't even done any research on that. So next time I come back on, I'll have that information for you too.
Okay then. So yeah. So through my little research. So
okay.
So what I'm saying is that we have to hit this thing head on a big scale of knowing and understanding that everybody is responsible for everybody in all situations. Right?
I agree.
In all situations. Because I'm thinking that maybe it's becoming normal for authority to mistreat, as it's been depicted throughout our lives, even with the movies and stuff of so-called slavery and what have you. And so it's become the norm to
and you know what? That's a big no. We should not think like that. We
Right.
should come up with a plan to stop all of this. And so
Mhm.
no, I'm not gonna. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna accept that as
No,
a yes.
well,
I'm not.
what I mean by that is this.
No, I don't think what you mean.
Yeah, it's because you know, again, it's not that you have to accept it, but that's what's happening, and that's what's I don't want to press the
Well,
issue,
You're right.
and I can
It's gonna
show
be-
you how it's the mentality that we're dealing with. And so again, we have to look at it as a total. One is no different than the other, Donnie B. Whether it happens on the inside of the jails or it happens on the streets.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You are 100% right, and I'm gonna tell you what because again, I didn't go to jail one time. I've been to jail probably about 4 or 5 times, but I always in the holding tank. But what I have saw in the holding tank, and I'm not trying to be funny. This was us as a black person, but I remember this black lady who works for the sheriff department got very angry and upset at one of the inmates. Now, one of the inmates was white. So this man said something crazy. Instead of her just not paying attention to it, she got very angry and started saying, "I will beat your you know what." And I would never forget that. And when I saw that, I didn't want to accept that when I saw how she did it. So to me, it don't matter if you're black or white. Wrong is wrong. You had no right to talk to, even if he's talking to you like that, you still don't have no right to talk to him like that, because remember, you're getting paid. He's not getting paid, but he's an inmate. And even though this man do it, you know, just like with the police department, what do people say to the police? F you. Now think about it. If everybody say F you to the police told me, I remember talking to a police officer and I said, "Why do y'all allow them to say F you to them?" He said, "Well, Mr. Ballard, that's a freedom of speech. We can't say nothing to them. They have every right to say whatever, however they feel." So that was a freedom of speech with what this inmate said. So why are you going to cuss him out and threaten him and threaten to beat him? This was happening in my face. This was happening in my face. We are still going through this kind of chaos even today. Now that happened some years back. We talking about maybe about 15, 20 years ago. And we still dealing with the same thing. So I don't know, man. I think it's going to take change the leadership.
You know, you want to know the difference between your experience and the experiences now?
Yeah.
She just said what she would do. These people display what they said they would do.
Yes, you are 100% right.
The
That's the difference. You're right.
The difference is in black and white.
Yes.
The reason why I know this is because even before that, what you call them? That security guard, police or whatever, the sheriff, even before that sheriff ever see you in your cell, if they look at the paperwork, it has either black or white.
Yes, they do.
This right here is what pissed me off completely because
and they got and think about it, man. They also got their pictures on it, so they know exactly who they dealing with.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
So that mind is made up on how they're going to approach that situation before they even get to the cell.
But you know what? That's 100% true what you're saying, because again, I believe if they didn't know who I was, because everybody know who I was when I went to Terry County Jail. So many people said, "Oh, you done it, me. You the guy that me on TV." Oh my God, they treated me like I was a celebrity. So you are right, and I was treated different. Not being funny, but I was treated different going to jail dealing with certain people and certain people that works for the sheriff department, because they already knew me for two reasons. They knew me as Donnie B from Donnie B TV, so that played a major role. And I'm gonna be honest with you. And then on top of that, they knew me for being on the news as a civil rights activist. So you are 100% right. If they know who you are, they're not gonna mess with me like that. They're not gonna talk crazy, because they already know if they talk crazy to me, I'm not gonna sit back and be nice about it. I'm gonna do something about it. So that maybe that's why they didn't do me that way, that they doing hundreds of other people like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So
and it makes a difference.
Yeah. What I have learned, even with the
like you twins, if you go in there twins, they know, everybody know who y'all are. They may not mess with y'all the same way they mess with other people. I'm just being 100% real about it. It's something to think about.
Right. And then this is why I tell people, don't get out of bounds.
No,
you follow me?
Don't do that.
When you're out of bounds,
you
then they don't know who you are. They don't know your capabilities. You follow me? They don't know your people, your family. You follow me?
No, they don't.
Stay in bounds.
Sure, right.
This is what I say. Don't get out of bounds.
I mean, a prime example. The people that did that to this young man, they had no idea that this family was going to be getting in contact with me. They had no idea that Pastor White was saying, you know what, Darnell Valley used to be one of my former church members, and I'm going to reach out to him and see what he can do. And so there we are, right here. So
and that celebrity being well known, it helped me as well. You follow me?
Yeah.
I've had, some of the sheriff, come up to me, well, why you in here? I'm gonna see if I can pull some strings and see what's going on. I'm gonna check and ask you. And and
let me tell you another thing. I remember about 10 years ago, this was right after the George Floyd protest. Well, this was less than that. I say about 3 years ago. And I remember people was out there protesting. Well, United My Justice, we just came out to see what was going on. Well, let me tell you, it got so crazy. I remember like it was yesterday, it was on my birthday. And one of the sheriff guys came to me. Nikki was like, what's going on? What's going on? Why's he coming to you? I said, I don't know, but let me find out. And the man came to me and he said, Mr. Ballard, how you doing? I said, I'm doing okay. Mr. Ballard, I don't know what you have done, Mr. Ballard. I said, what are you talking about? You got the people at the sheriff department scared. I said, scared for what? And Nikki was like, what are you talking about? And they thought I was going to come into the county commissioner, what people was protesting at during that time. Thought me and Nikki and thought we had brought a group of people to come in to protest. I said, no, sir, that's not what we come here for. We didn't come here to go and interrupt the commissioner court. Well, that man was that. He said, oh, man, thank you, Don. Thank you, Mr. Ballard. All of a sudden, I said, man, I'm here to enjoy my birthday. And all of a sudden, man, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you how crazy this is. It's about saying it ain't about what you know, it's who you know. Man, that man said, Mr. Ballard, I'm coming back. I got something for you. I come back. He don't had all the people from the sheriff department to give me $5, $10, $15, $20 for my birthday. Man, I was enjoying that. I said, man, maybe I need to have a birthday every day.
Every day. Yeah. Man, but that'd be,
what it let me know. But check this out, man. What it let me know, that our organization, United My Justice, have a lot of pull when it comes. I always tell people this. We may be small in numbers, but we big in name. And that's our slogan. We small in numbers, because we are, but we big in name. That's
exactly. You know what I'm saying? And Donnie B, I wanna interject this.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
It's not what you know, it's not who you know, it's who know you. And that's how you became.
That's gonna be my new word then.
Oh, that's
Say that again, man.
It's who know you, Donnie B. And so again, man, listen, we want to thank you, man.
Look, I'm 55 and I'm learning something new every single.
Man,
I'm learning something new every day.
Hey, man, I try to tell people say, twin, y'all famous. And I have to interject. But I tell them, no, we're well known. We don't want fame is knowing somebody for something, but we want you to know us for who we are.
Fame is a definition of flame.
Let me
As
ask you
long-
this, man. Are you guys planning on running for office again? Because I'm serious thinking about running for probably not the mayor this time. I'm probably gonna do a local city council.
City
But
council.
yeah, I may end up running for city council next year when
Right.
the election come up.
Yeah.
I don't know about doing the mayor position this year. Next
Oh,
year.
hey, man.
But you know what, man? I will say this, twins. Out of 8 candidates last year, somebody was like, "Well, you didn't do it. You didn't do it." I didn't even go to none of the events, and I still came in number 5 out of 8 candidates. Darnell Ballard was number 5. So I feel, to be honest with you, I feel good about being number 5.
They believe in you, Donnie B. They believe in you, man. Yeah. Well, Donnie B, let me interject this. You know, I didn't run for this. I didn't run for the seat. Of course, I'm still considered.
I was ready to vote for you, man. I was ready to vote for both of y'all.
My thing is, man, we are as long as we're doing for our people, and what I mean by our people, those who are familiar and family with us, familiar with our ideals and who we are as our ideology. We're going to continue to run. And so again, it might not be on the ballot, but it's in the streets. It's in the
now we're not only in the
streets, halls of the
people
schools.
know who you are.
Yeah, it's in the halls of the schools. It's on the stages and what have you in the parks.
Well,
so
I
we
tell you what, man. Here's what I'm gonna do for y'all.
us.
If I get elected, I'm bringing y'all on board to do something. Y'all gonna be doing something. Yeah, I'm serious though, man. Because this is what we need. Because that's don't only talk about the violence that's happening in the Tarrant County Jail. Let's talk about the gun violence that's happening all over our city. And we really need. If I would have been the Fort Worth mayor, the first thing I would have done as your mayor, I didn't say black, white, green, I said your mayor, is we would have done some major change in making sure that I would spend the money towards making sure we get better programs for our youth, because that's what's missing right now. And we got people that are angry, frustrated. I mean, it's everything that's going on, man. It's everything that's going on. But I want to bring. I wanted to bring real people like yourself. I talked to Ricky Clark, who's been working with kids, been a youth director, and I want to bring him on as the head youth director. If I would have become the mayor, and he did tell me, he said, "Mr. Ballard, if you become the mayor, I will accept that position." So I was going to bring some power for people on, because we need that. We need people that got major connection with the youth, so they can start working. And this is how we can bring, do more stuff for the youth. Because now, it's not happening.
I don't mean to cut you off because we're close to closing, but I want to make sure that we address the most important people on this panel, man. That is our audience here and what have you. Again, what's happening, guys? I see you, Mr. Adams. Keenan Ivory, man, K9, our boy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Big parties, all that. And of course, we got to give up to our.
Wait a minute. Is that DJ K9?
Yeah, K9, that's him.
Yeah, what's up, DJ K9?
You know what I'm saying? Again, Angela Harris Payne, Carl Harrison, Lafayette. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect. Man, listen, you already know Carol. Hey, Carol, when you talking about boots on the ground, man,
listen. Stepping on boots on the ground. Yeah.
Man, listen. Hey, if it's high heel, you heard Nikki. High heels, boots, sandals, it don't matter. She's going to be there.
Yeah, and I do want to say a big shout out to Carolyn and Nikki Pierce, the president of United My Justice. They have been on boots on the ground for the Carmela Anthony case for the past 2 weeks. I want to say a big shout out to United My Justice, to Carol Lafayette Harris, because they all was on the ground every single day. I couldn't be there, but they was there every single day. So I will say that United My Justice was part of the Carmela Anthony case.
Right, and I want to again commend Miss Carol. She, I got my certificate to be first responders of mental
Woo!
health. And so
Okay.
she's speaking about that
Congratulations.
as well. So she's saying that we need to become certified in order
I
to
guess
go
I'll do
into
that.
the jails and help. Not only that, now we can get in there and
That
see,
sounds good.
right, and see the problems. Now make sure that y'all look for Carol Harrison Lafayette and what have you, so that you can get certified and get your license or whatever. Matter of fact, let me read this. Get free certification. Get your free
Okay.
licenses to have qualifications to make a difference. Get equipped
Okay.
to help the debts. It's creating trauma. And these certifications and license can get you some authority to get the job done. You're so right,
Okay.
you are, Carol. We got to get in there to find out
Yes. I
what
would
the
love to
problem
be part.
is
I
in
would
order
love to
to
get
come
my
up with
recertification.
solutions and
Yeah.
solve those problems. These are free certification classes. All talk
Okay.
with no
Okay.
certificate training. All talk with not
Okay.
solving anything. Please get educated and take advantage of these free training certificates that community stipends offer. And you're so right.
Okay.
Again, thank you so much. Alicia, I remember when she says, I remember when they used to say that they couldn't get upstairs, meaning going up into the populations. Of course, I guess being held in the holding tight. And Alicia, what you doing in jail? Again, much love and respect to all our people. And LaShonda, I
Yes.
see you as well. Thank you so much for what you do. My daughter here as well, talking about, she like our the screen that captured both of us from both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You said double trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm loving it too, man. I gotta come back on. I'm loving it too.
Yeah, man. Again, thank you, our lieutenant. You know what I'm saying? Our guard. You know, he always say, man.
Okay.
I mean, y'all got security wherever y'all going. You right.
You already know who it is.
Who is it, bro?
Already.
Mr. Austin.
Austin. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so
Okay.
much. Again, Anil, again, watching as well.
Right.
Much love and respect, family. Y'all make sure that y'all like, share, and follow our Zero Trends social
Man.
media.
Right.
Man, we're here doing a bulletin. We're speaking about the deaths in the jails system here in Tarrant County jails, which is alarming, 73 to this date and counting. And so we even have one that hasn't actually been reported yet or what have you, or recorded.
Yeah, he's gonna be the 74. Once they make it official, he's gonna be 74. So you'll be hearing about that probably this week, between today and tomorrow.
Wow.
So as soon as the family get more details, I would definitely pass this information on to the public, because we are getting ready to prepare for a major news conference. This is going to be a pretty bad one right here.
Right.
This is work. Really bad.
You know the tragedy of that dealing with the family is the community. The community will walk up to the court yard, then allow the family to go into court by themselves. So what we have to do now is we have to employ. I always say employ. Act as if it's your hobby and your job.
Yes.
I agree. To go inside the courtrooms and support these families within the courtrooms.
Right.
We have had Sandy and Monica. I don't know nothing about no trial hearing or nothing. You understand? We have to, as a community, start finding out, and those that are going through what they're going through.
Right.
Start putting it out in the social media when these court dates are set, when these hearings are set.
And we need to flood them.
We need to flood them just like everybody was flooding all the way outside of the courtroom in the courtyard, the Carmelo Anthony trial.
Right.
We need to get into these because they are just as important as
That's right.
In every aspect.
Every individual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Right or wrong? Donnie B. I say that because
I agree with y'all.
even in our wrong, man, we are still being unjust. Because
and remember, y'all, it's not just and I want to make sure we put this out there, man, because it's not just about it is, but it's not just about us as African American, because there are so many other races of people that are being done wrong too, that we have to take a look at that too. They're dying, they're getting killed too. So we have to look at at everything.
Yeah, and we don't single nothing to nobody out. You already know us. When we say our people, our family, it don't mean our hue, because it's a lot of our hue that we do not deal with at all and won't deal with.
And then a lot of those that are other ethnicities, they help our hue more than those that are our hue.
Mhm.
And so it's understood. It's understood. Understood hue.
Mhm.
You follow me?
Right.
Another thing I want to illustrate
Yes, sir.
is this. Those that do go to jail, those that get caught up, those get pulled over, those are in the presence of law enforcement.
Mhm.
Listen to the last word when I say law enforcement. They enforce a lot of hurt, pain, whether it's mental or physical.
Yes,
on
they
you.
do.
Now, I want to illustrate, I made the illustration earlier today,
Mm-hmm.
and I just have to use this as an example. I'm
Okay.
not saying that this is how it is. If I had a dog and I feed my dog,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm handing my dog his plate, I'm putting the plate down, and the dog bites me. First thing I'm going to say is, I got to get rid of this dog.
Yeah.
Because it just
That's
bit the
true. Some
hand.
people say that.
It just bit the hand that's feeding it. You follow me?
Mhm. Yeah.
The same way that the law enforcement may be trained. Whenever a dog bites you, you got to get rid of it. This is just my theory. You follow me?
Okay. I'm
So
following you. Yeah.
knowing this theory, we got to go into these situations, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the awareness that it might be true.
Well, and not only that, man, I want to ask you guys this too, because let's talk about, since we are talking about law enforcement, let's talk about how many people get pulled over every day. Should we be teaching our African-American kids, our African-American teenagers, that if you get pulled over, do what they tell you to do, and if you want to fight it, you fight it later in court instead of, I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I've been wondering about that, because I think that this can save a lot of people that get killed by police officers. That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
I may be wrong.
I am a
prime example
of living witness.
Okay.
Right? There is no proper way to do it.
That's deep.
Even if you comply,
if you comply with
it's not enough, man.
It's not enough for them.
You know what I'm saying? So it's always,
you know what?
so,
you might be right.
Because
you might be right.
Because one thing about it, when they pull you over, they want you to submit.
Yeah.
And when you submit, they want you to be afraid. You follow me? So
yeah, you're right.
you follow me? So it's just one of those things.
way.
If you submit, they're gonna take it another step further. Oh, he submitted to me. Now I'm gonna see if I can steer it.
Yeah.
You follow me?
You're right.
So
you
there's
are
no
100%
proper
right
way.
about that.
There's no proper way. Even if you say, hey, give me my ticket, I'll see you in court, they still don't want it. Because what you have done, you have told them what you want them to do. Instead of them telling you what.
So what you're saying is they're not trying to hear that.
In
other words, you're not going to tell them what to do. They're going to tell you what to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. You cannot negotiate
with
ignorance, man.
with a bear.
Yeah.
You can't negotiate with a bear. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
And so this is just
damn if you do, damn if you don't, Donnie B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, family,
I agree with you on that.
You know what I'm saying? Doing our due diligence something for the people, man.
Well, I
bringing
tell you
that
what, I
word
don't
to get
have
the
fun.
bulletin.
I don't have fun being with you guys today on tonight on this wonderful program and stuff. And y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all doing a great job. And also, man,
Appreciate
make
it.
sure I get a copy of this recorded so we can put it on our radio station.
That'll work.
You got it.
Again, hey family, we're here with our main man, Donnie B, doing his thing. Donnie B, tell us how to find you, man. Tell us a little bit about, man, I've been on the radio station with you, man, a many a nights, a many a times, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You know what? I
Yeah.
always enjoy being on the radio with you guys, man. You guys are always fun to be on. That's why I'm always calling you guys. Say, man, I need you to be on my radio station. All right, you can find me on the radio by going to WKNYradio.com. Again, WKNYradio.com, and you can listen to our radio station 24 hours a day, old school. I don't have a set time I come on, and the twins will tell you that. The twins will tell you that they can't even keep up with it because I do it so much. But that's the way you can get in contact with me. You can also find me on Facebook by putting in Darnell Ballard. Make sure you find me on Facebook and stuff. But again, man, we have to do some major change in our community, and it starts with us first.
And your organization, Donnie B?
And I want to leave this with you. If it is to be, it's up to you to make a difference. I'm Darnell Ballard. I'll put that voice over there in there.
You've been working on that, huh, Donnie?
Much love and respect,
yeah.
man. Y'all, listen, family, y'all would be amazed how he conduct himself, man, on those airwaves. Donnie B has a voice, you know what I'm saying?
And it's heard by
millions. Heard by millions, and he moved people.
Well, a lot of people don't. Wait a minute. A lot of people don't know I was actually the voice of KRMB back in the day.
Boy, ain't that something?
Every day, people will hear me on the radio throughout the day where I'm saying, "Hi, you tune in to KRMB 105.7." That was me.
That was you.
That was me. That was me. Yes, sir.
Ain't
I
that
was working
something?
with Joe Stoddard and the Soul Patrol. A lot of people don't know I work with Joe Stoddard and the Soul Patrol. I work with
You
Lynn
remember the
Hayes.
Soul Patrol?
Yeah, I was on there. I was on there weekly doing. Yeah, I actually call in every day, but I was on there weekly doing that, and they will have me doing different drops for the morning show. They will have me doing the KRMB where I was saying, "Hey, you tune in to KRMB 105.7 FM."
Again, family. Hey, man, bro, man, listen, man. We had a marvelous show doing a bulletin, man, about the deaths
Good
in
job too, man.
Tarrant County, 73 and County 74. You'll be hearing about here soon. Again, thank you, Donnie B, for that phone call this morning and all phone calls that I received from you, man, because you keep us in tune with what's going on, and who also keep us in tune is my main man, Big Derek Simmons, DS Sounds. Y'all make sure that y'all get in touch with Derek Simmons, DS Sounds. Y'all can find him on all platforms as well. Much love and respect for him keeping us on the forefront and keeping our face, our voices, our talent heard, seen. And again, bruh, we always in social media.
Man, like to end it. Wait.
Oh, y'all run social media, man. I see y'all all over social media, dancing and everything. Wait a minute. I didn't tell you this. Y'all got me doing the dance now. If you go back and look at my YouTube, I had to change the name to Dancing. Wait a minute, Donnie B, the Dancing. That's when I am on YouTube. So I'm up there doing my little. I was doing that, man. I left this morning. I'm telling you, about 7 o'clock this morning. I made it to the Sundance World for the World Cup this morning, about 8 o'clock this morning. And I got to doing my little old dance. I called the radio station, the country radio station.
Right.
And they followed me this morning. But man, I was all on the all on YouTube doing my little dance, and this white lady came up to me. She said,
you know
you want me to hold the camera?
Yeah, you know something, Donnie? As long as you're dancing, you don't have time to fight.
Yeah.
I don't know what
if we can show our youth that, if we can put that in our youth, as long as they're dancing, they don't have time to fight. Maybe we'll stop some of these senseless.
But look, I'm not even calling dance. I'm calling this exercise.
Exercise. That's it, man.
That's the way you do that.
Hey, man,
Again,
I mean, come
family,
on.
you know what I'm saying?
A
Thank you
person
so
like
much,
me
Johnny
at
B.
55, but look, a person like me at 55 years old, and I do want to let everybody know I am working on my doctrine to get my doctrine, my doctor, to be a doctor, not a medical doctor, but to get that civil rights doctor. So I'll keep y'all posted on that too. So I want to come back and let y'all know about that one, man. Well, you can call me Dr. Darnell Valid.
That's the way you do that, baby boy. Yeah. So that's where it go. And like to end the social media with, be humble, become more knowledgeable. That way you won't be vulnerable.
And I always say, we all we got. And we all we
all
need. It's in my Dunner Battles voice. You know what I'm saying?
I
Love.
see that, man. Look, I may have to have you to say something like, you tune in to WKY 24/7.
Listen
I
to
had you
you.
to do that.
Again, family, love and become lovable. Bull. All right, family.
I love it. That was good, man.
You like that, DB?
I love it.
Man.
Y'all make sure that y'all give me a copy of that so I can re-air it on my radio station.
You got it.
We got you.
All right, man. You guys have a blessed day, man.
Hey, man, you done did that for us already. Thank you so much.
Man, now thank you for letting me have a voice to come on the program and talk about this, man, because we definitely need to talk about it. And I will let you know once I get the recording, I'll let you guys know what day it's gonna air, okay?
Right.
That'll work.
Yeah, and keep us informed about what's going on with 74. I don't know his name or anything like that.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can say his first name, Mac. Mac is his first name.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all be looking.
It's a tragic thing.
Yeah.
But we have to always remember this too.
Mhm.
Whenever supremacists start losing ground,
Mhm.
they're gonna start doing things that just that's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If I-
you're right.
They start losing ground, they start gaining bodies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And I want you guys to please keep this family in prayer. The mother and father, again, you guys, man, make sure y'all keep the mom and dad in prayer, because they and the brother, they are very distraught about this.
I'm quite sure. Yeah. That's
They've
young.
been keeping me.
That's very young.
Devastating.
Very young age for
Yeah.
that to happen. That's tragic either way you look at it. And the craziest part about it, the county jail don't accept anything. They send everything to the county hospital and
Yeah.
put it on them. You follow
Yeah,
me?
that's
Yeah,
exactly what they did.
that's
You're right.
exactly what they do. It's
All right,
Yeah.
Jimmy, you can take us out of here, man.
Okay, that'll work, man.
All right.
in a minute.
All right. How'd I cut my camera off?